Well, Dr. Ben Carson is running for President of the United States. He also wrote the foreword of this book that we're offering to you this month by our friend Mark Victor Hansen, The Miracles in You. When Mark stopped by just a few days ago and I had a chance to talk to him, he talked about the amazing story behind the life of Ben Carson. Stories about his mother and the miracles that she saw happen in her life. Take a look at this.
His story starts out so relatable to everybody in the room. His mother is 13 years old, San Diego, pregnant, no husband. This is long ago now. Remember, Ben's like 60-something, and says, where can I go get a job? She goes to Detroit because that's the only place. And what she does at 13 years old, being illiterate, is screw on nuts on a tire on a car. I don't know if you know this part of the story.
I did not.
So Ben is in 3rd grade and failing out and just getting beat up all the time. And his mom says, young man, you are going to go down to that bookmobile. You're going to get 2 books, read them every week, and I'm going to highlight it and check it and okay it. He has no idea that she can't read. She cannot read. She does not know how to read. So she is just check marking and doing K's on it. He doesn't know it. 3rd grade to 4th grade, he goes from the bottom class to top of class. All the smart kids who used to knock him and say, you're just a dumb black kid, suddenly say, holy cow, what is Abyssinian? He asked them really sophisticated.
Oh, yeah.
Anyhow, ends up with a scholarship to medicine at Yale, goes to Yale. There's room for 2 guys at Johns Hopkins to do pediatric neurosurgery, the most dangerous operation in the world, because if your kid, we've got 5 kids and 5 grandkids, if you take one of your kids in to the doctor, you want that kid to live, so this is like high stress, high tension. Anyhow, goes in and the guy is listening to long hair music by Mozart. Ben, who's very articulate, read everything in the library they could get his hands on, knows everything about music. The guy's assuming he comes from Motown, right? He's black.
Yeah.
But none of that happens. And by the way, I do voice prints. I hope you don't find it offensive.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine.
And Ben does not talk that way. He is a very elegant, sincere man. But that's what this guy's
pigeonhole. It's his assumption.
His assumption
He's marginalized the black guy.
He has marginalized Ben.
Right.
Ben starts talking. They talk for 4 hours. Ben gets into Johns Hopkins. Turns out he is the chairman emeritus of the department. Done 15,3 zeros, pediatric neurosurgeries. Split the 2 Siamese twins, an operation no one had ever even tried. He worked on it for 6 months, figuring out how to do it. Kids lived. All the kids are still alive. Best part of the story: mother's now 89 years old. Ben, I get goosebumps on this. This is so chicken soupy. Ben pays for her to go back to college. Do you know this?
No,
and she just got her PhD at 89 years old.
And on it goes. Mark Victor Hansen, stories about Ben Carson and others that have seen miraculous things happen in their lives. And the presupposition of this book is that miracles are happening in your life right now, but you may not be recognizing them, and that you can become a miracle as well in the lives of other people. This book, The Miracles in You, is yours when you simply call us or go online and you make a donation to 100 Huntley Street. That helps us bring these kinds of stories, these kinds of resources, this kind of encouragement to you every single day, as we've been doing now for almost 10,000 episodes.